Welcome to the Hypnolady Show. I'm Maureen Pisani, your host, and here we will discuss all sorts of topics regarding life, its problems, complementary modalities that help, and what to do to empower yourself on a daily basis. We will discuss all kinds of modalities and how and why they give you results and what you can do to have a better today every day. As we go through episode by episode, I will be discussing all kinds of topics, but remember, I will never highlight a problem without offering you a solution. So make sure you listen all the way. Fair? Ready? Good. Let's go. Well, hello and welcome to the Hypnolady Show. I'm Maureen Pisani, your host. And today we are going to talk about something very interesting called body syndromes. Now, I know most of you have no idea what that is. So, are you ready to join? Because I'm going to share how the unconscious mind is sending you your own specific Morse code to let you know what it's dealing with and what you need to tackle. Fair? Good. So, you're probably way too young to know this, but there was a system where messages were sent with Morse code, and it's you know what I'm talking about? Good. And if you don't, by the way, the Second World War was with Morse code. The last message that the Titanic sent was Morse code, that kind of stuff. So your unconscious mind, which has one intention, like I've mentioned previously, one intention to keep you safe, knows what's going on 24/7, because the unconscious mind works even when we're asleep. And by the way, it's sending us, hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to face this. Hey, this is uncomfortable. Hey, you need to work on this. But we, because we are doing our life, we are human, we sometimes ignore the signal. And what happens is that signal then becomes intensified. The unconscious mind basically turns up the volume, and we get, hey, do it. Hey, face it. Hey, you have to do this because this is really hurting us. But we don't know. So how about I give you some pointers? Because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is what it is? Yes. And every time I share a problem, I highlight a solution. So wait for the solution, okay? So when it comes to these body syndromes, let's start from the head and face. Everything that you have to do. And it doesn't matter if you have the logic. It doesn't matter if you can tell me, well, he did this to me and she did that to me, so now I have this. I get it. There's always an unconscious component, which is where you get to be in control and you get to win. Anything in the face is the inability to make a decision. Migraines, Bell's palsy, when we have TMJ, when we have the tightness, we have something we need to share, but we don't want to rock the boat. So inside you're going, should I say it? No, I can't. Can I say it? No, I shouldn't. No. See what I mean? And when we have that situation, you're here and you go, I need to say it. But then you come here, but I really can't because I don't want to hurt their feelings. But my feelings are getting hurt. But I don't want to be the confrontational person to start the argument. But I'm being completely invalidated. Have I made a decision? No. So when we're going through the scales, the should I, the can I's, the would I, and nothing happens, then things happen in our face. When it comes to shoulders, now you've heard the phrase, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. So when we have shoulder injuries, repetitive rotator cuff issues, we have dislocations, we have a lot of responsibility. We have now another piece to make it interesting. Once we go past the chin, down the middle, we have the right side and we have the left side. So either way, this side is controlled by the opposite side brain. This side is controlled by the opposite side brain. So if you're dealing with right body pain, it's controlled by the left brain. The left brain has, as its strengths, the left brain has linear thinking, logical thinking, career, and finances. The right brain has symbolism, creativity, relationships, and emotions. So if I have a right shoulder injury and it keeps happening, I have to look into shoulders responsibility, left brain is linear thinking, logical thinking, finances, and career. So what am I feeling responsible for in my finances and career? Start working it that way. We go down from the shoulders into the arms. How many of us have pain? How many of us have carpal tunnel? How many of us have rheumatoid arthritis? How many of us injured our elbows? Hands, both hands up for me. How many of us have all kinds of situations with our arms? So what do we do with our arms? We push away and we pull toward. Right hand, left brain. What am I pulling toward me in my finances and career? Or am I tempting to push away in my finances and career? If we look at the left body, the left side, right brain, what am I pushing away, relationships or emotions? Or what am I trying to draw in, relationships or emotions? When it comes to the gut, everything in the gut is guilt and frustration. When it comes to the lower back, in instability of finances. When it comes to the hips are the thought of change, the knees are the plan of change, the ankles are the action of change. Right leg, left brain. What do we do our legs? We walk toward or we walk away. So if it's the right leg, left brain. What am I walking toward in finances and career? What would I like to walk away from in finances and career? Left leg, right brain. What would I like to walk toward in relationships and emotions, or walk away from in relationships and emotions? If it's the hips, what am I thinking about change in business and career or in relationships or emotions? What am I planning on change? What are my actions of change? Your body is consistently sending you stuff. And then to make it even more interesting, right side is male energy, left side is feminine energy. How is all this coming to be? Because all you need to do is pay attention. You don't need to know everything. Yes, feel free to email me, feel free to reach out, thehypnoladyshow.com, find contact Maureen and send me messages. And of course, if you'd like me to help you, I will, without a doubt. However, here's what you can do today. Imagine you are talking to your lower back. Start writing. Thank you for your warning. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for letting me know you're concerned. Guess what? We're good. We do have enough money. You'll notice a difference. Don't believe me. Just do it and feel the improvements. When it comes to how you look at life, if we don't respond to the message intensifies. If I can't hear you on a 2, you're going to raise it up to a 6 to make sure I hear you. If my unconscious mind is sending me a message at a 2 and I ignore it, it's going to send it up at a 6. If I ignore that, it's going to send it up as an 8. If I ignore that, it's going to keep intensifying. And then eventually we'll have to face it. So when it comes to how we do this, pain is simply a message. Pain is simply that's uncomfortable. If I put my hand on a flame, at some point the warmth is going to intensify to the point where I go, ouch. That's what your body's doing. Only your body is not sending you, walk away from that bad influence. Go and yes, apply to that new job because this current position is awful and toxic for you. Yes, look into talking to these people about what you're working on because you need to get your voice. How many people have issues with their throat? They can't talk. They're constantly clearing their throat. They can't. And then you ask them. And when you are paying 100% attention to them, they have no idea what to do because they don't know how to use their voice. Or, which is even worse, they've been in such horrible situations and circumstances that to be without a voice was safer. So they need to learn how to get out of the situation to be in a space where it is safe for you to speak up. You do deserve that, yes. Body syndromes to me are fascinating because they're like these messages. Let's say you only speak English, but you're getting a message in Mandarin. Yeah, I won't understand it. Or you've learned Mandarin now because you've dealt with one situation, but now you're getting another message in Yoruba. Come from a space where you're open and you're curious and you wonder if you had a child who was still nonverbal, but was giving you signals, you'd pay attention to the signals. Your body's doing the same. It's giving you nonverbal signals and they all mean something. So handwrite. What are you telling me? You're good. Thank you for the message. I adapted. I adjusted. I improved. I changed that situation. I changed my environment. Write it out. What do you have to lose? Pain? So reach out to me, thehypnoladyshow.com, where you're going to find Contact Maureen. I am always open to hearing your comments and your suggestions and your topics. If you have word scenarios, let me know. I'm always open to those. So remember, yes, you can do it. So keep shining brightly and continue to be blessed. Bye-bye. It's been great having you with me. If you're interested in getting daily updates, just subscribe to this podcast, in which case it will pop up every single day for you to listen to. If you'd like me to bring up a certain topic or answer specific questions, reach out to me at thehypnoladyshow.com. Find Contact Maureen and send it over. Thank you for joining me. I really, truly appreciate you. If you enjoyed what's been shared today, feel free to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. That's it for me. I'm looking forward to talking with you tomorrow, but for now, shine at your brightest and continue to be blessed.